Thank you for having me today. As mentioned, I am Maureen Otting with Krusteaz Professional. We are an 89-year-old company that's based out of Seattle, Washington, and our goal is to bring people together through our products, creating memories and just making people happy. We've been a manufacturer of Gordon Choice products for over 15 years. Currently, our service levels to Gordon's are averaging about 95%. Certainly not where we want to be as a company. Our goal is to be at 99.5 and have absolutely no shorts, but we are definitely striving to get back to that level. Today, I'm going to walk through most of our product categories, reviewing the product lineup and some of the menu ideas that will allow you to be able to create multiple menu options out of one or two particular products per category. So when we look at the top products, I just wanted to give you kind of a scope of the top selling SKUs that you are currently purchasing from us. The top one being the sweet buttermilk pancake mix, and then also the yellow cake. So those are the two primary items that you guys do spend a lot of time in using. But as I walk through the presentation today, I'm going to go through all of our product categories, as I mentioned. So griddle is where we're at, pancake category. This is our pancake category lineup. As you can see under Gordon Choice, we have 3 products there, with the sweet buttermilk again being the #1 option. So whether you're looking for an item that has vanilla notes like the sweet buttermilk pancake, or an item that's going to hold up on the tray line, which is the original pancake mix, we certainly have you covered. So the original pancake is made with a corn flour, which gives some more stability to the product, versus the buttermilk pancake, which is made out of a regular traditional flour. So when we look at pancakes, people often think of it just as a breakfast type of item. So what we like to do is say, listen, this is the most cost-effective item you have in your lineup as far as baked mix goes. In the breakfast category, you can do something a little bit different and make a south of the border breakfast bake, or for portability or those of your residents that can't necessarily use utensils, this handheld ham and cheese pancake muffin is very easy to make and very easy to create. Then you can move into the lunch. Maybe it's apple fritters. If you don't have a fryer, that's not necessarily going to work, but it gives you another option to think about. And then also a BLT pancake sandwich. Why not? Who says you can't? And then also a spin on the traditional chicken and waffles. Why not make pancakes and waffles, or use your pancake as your shell for a taco? Look at brownies. This is my absolute favorite category. I've never met a brownie I wouldn't enjoy. Brownies do offer a lot of creativity, whether it's a fudge brownie or a cake brownie, which we offer under Gordon Choice. You have a lot of options here to work with. In addition, we have a new item that is a ready-to-bake brownie batter, which I'll talk about in a few more slides. And then we also have our top of line, the Cadillac brownie, the Ghirardelli. So when we look at brownies in particular, there's lots of options that you can do with it other than the standard brownie. The customization is really key here. So if you have a brownie in your dry storage, you certainly can make a lot of different items. Again, similar to that handheld pancake, here's a way to make some creative brownie bites. So handheld, portable, that you can put on the tray line, or you can maybe offer it in one of your, if you have a little kiosk there where residents can come in and just get a dessert or something like that, you certainly can do that as well. Why not make something a little bit different and a little bit of a twist there with brownie mud pies? Again, we're taking one brownie, making it 6 different ways, 50 different ways, in order to give something different to your residents to enjoy on a frequent basis. Cornbread category. So cornbread is another item that is really great within the lineup. Again, you can customize this. One of the nice things you can do is substitute out the water for cornbread, and you can add in, maybe it's picante sauce or regular salsa. So you can really customize and make that a little bit different. One of the things that we did add to the Gordon Choice product is now that you can make a cornbread out of it. We increased the water add versus what you would make a muffin. So there's no product changes with it. It just gives you an ability to create a cornbread underneath the Gordon label. So when we look at cornbread in particular, one of the nicest items I think is kind of fun is just doing that simple cornbread salad. We recently, I should say, a couple years ago, to a bunch of healthcare chefs, and they really thought this was great. If they have leftover product, it's a great way to use this item up. Also, why not use some of those staples that you have in your dry storage? Maybe it's a honey jalapeno cornbread, or move it into an entree and make a taco bake. Or again, change it up a little bit more and do a cornbread waffle. That's on the savory side. So again, mixes offer that flexibility, that customization that I think is really important now when you're looking at items to fill in for your menus. In addition, the cake category, as I mentioned, yellow cake is our second largest item. And as you can see under Gordon Choice, we offer 3 different cake items for you. We also offer Krusteaz Professional items all across the board, different flavor profiles, whether it be an extra moist cake that you add eggs and oil to, or a traditional product that you just add water. And in addition, we also offer the Ghirardelli brownie too. So with that, let's talk about a few different ideas within the cake category. And I love the cake category. There's so much you can do with it. Why not make a bar out of cakes? So you don't have to buy an extra product. Perhaps that's in your freezer. You can simply make some easy items. One of my favorite cake items that I do is called a 911 bar. It's 9 eggs, a pound of butter, a pound of brown sugar, no water add, and you have a basic bar recipe idea. You can do the peach cobbler. You can do a warm butter cake. That's a recipe out of our all-purpose cream cake. Why not a lemon custard trifle, classic bun cake? So there's a lot of options you can do with a cake other than the standard sheet cake that we cut and serve in squares. In addition, biscuits. Biscuits is a great product within the lineup. Easy to work with, very customizable. And I think one thing that is really great is when you're making biscuits, they come fresh out of the oven, hit it with some nice butter. There's nothing better than a really, really nice, fresh, handmade biscuit. So biscuits don't necessarily have to be just that side item anymore. Why not make that as part of the meal? One of the things that I really like to do is with the Gordon Choice Butterflake biscuit mix, I love to make scones. Scones are one of my favorite things, whether it be that chocolate marble scone that we're showing there, a cranberry orange scone, or perhaps as a savory scone that you would like. And you could create that with garlic and spinach. Most of the biscuits, again, as I mentioned, are not part of a meal, but we're showing you some different concepts to do that. You can make a strawberry shortcake, a biscuit pot pie. Why not a coffee cake out of biscuit mix? And then one of my favorites is actually that broccoli cheese quiche. That is really great when the biscuit enrobes that egg custard mixture. It's absolutely fabulous. Again, one of my favorites. When we look at the muffin category, again, there's lots of options here. Again, adding in that corn muffin, excuse me, from Gordon's, and then also the basic muffin mix as well. So we have several different items available too under the Krusteaz Professional label. One note to call out to you is the Shepherd's Grain product. If you're not familiar with that, that is a sustainably farmed flour out of Eastern Washington, and that we have a partnership with them, and it really produces a really, really nice moist product, whether it be in the cake or in the muffin or in the biscuit category or cornbread. So this is a really great item. And then just a note to call out, we do offer a few items within the retail set in a retail size box, and that's what I'm referring to there at the bottom on the blueberry muffin mix as well. So again, standing out with muffins, what can you do a little bit different? Again, one of my favorites to offer and show to healthcare accounts is a cottage corn muffin, and that's actually putting cottage cheese into it. It's actually really, really good, flavorful, and it gives some extra protein there as well. Why not an apricot walnut bar? Who would have thought, right, out of muffin mix? And then change the vessel that you put the product in. Move it out of a traditional muffin tin, and maybe you have some smaller ramekins or something like that. You could create a custard or a corn custard spoon bread as well. So breaders and batters. I don't know if a lot of you do any hand breading, but we are seeing a little bit more challenges on getting any pre-breaded appetizers or pre-breaded chicken. So this gives you another option to look at some different items within the Gordon set. So we have a full lineup of Gordon Choice items under the breaders and batters. One item that I want to note to call out is our pre-coat breader base. That is actually an egg wash substitute. It's shelf stable. All you do is add water to it. Health department likes it because it's not an egg or a milk, so you don't have to worry about the refrigeration aspect of it. And then also cracker meal. That's a great way to add some texture to your product. It's really easy to work with and very straightforward. One of the other items that I really like within our set is the Alpine Cider Mix. This can be served hot or cold, and it can be used throughout the entire year. So we're showing a couple different options here for you. The apple cinnamon mold punch is actually a hot item. And then a sugar and spice apple muffin here that we showed in a previous picture. And that's just adding that cinnamon or the Alpine cider to the top of it. You can add it to pancakes. You can also add it to waffles to make something a little bit different. And then when we're back into summer season, why not a spiced orange breeze? And again, it's just taking some pops, some sherbet, and then taking the Alpine cider and mixing that in for a really nice, refreshing drink. In addition to the items that I have showed there, we also have a whole host of items that are available in EPO. This is just a small selection of some of those items that are available. So as you guys know, when you look into GFS Experience, you can see these items indicated as an EPO item as well. So these are available to you. One of the items that I had mentioned earlier is our ready to bake brownie batter. So this is brand new. We just launched it this year, and you would have seen this advertised in the Bottom Line magazine, this current issue. And what this product is, it's a revolutionary product. It's really cool to work with. We have a coined a phrase, it's pour, bake, and amaze. So it's very simple, very straightforward, and I'm just going to walk you through some of those aspects of this product. And believe it or not, it is in a bag, which is pretty cool. It's great for labor issues, so it takes very, very minimal training, less than a minute to train. All you do is snip off a corner of the product, and then you can portion it out into any kind of vessel you would like. The product is shelf stable once it's open and refrigerated for 7 days. Fully baked products are good for 5 days, so they have a really nice shelf life on it as well. And one of the best parts is it tastes amazing. Who doesn't like it? A great brownie, right? Oops. All right, sorry about that. And so when we did some research with our non-commercial customers, and I really just want to focus in obviously on healthcare. Some of the call outs they made to us was the fact that there was no mixing, it was ready to go. So you can just take the product out of the refrigerator, you can let it come to room temperature, and then just portion it out. It's easy, limited baking skills. Now, when you guys are doing so much within your operations, it's really difficult, but you can still offer a fresh baked product. And also, it's from a brand that you guys do trust, Krusteaz. We've been doing it for a long time, 89 years, as I mentioned. So it's a really, really neat product to work with. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to let me know. And with that, we do have our Krusteaz Pro website that you guys can access as well for a lot of different recipe ideas and concepts. And you'll have my contact information here. So if you have any questions, want to see samples, any of that, let me know, or you can talk to your local core representative as well. And that's all I have.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew. I am part of the Essity team. Our company is Essity. Our brand is Tork. I'm key account manager calling on Gordon Food Service. I have John Gray with me as well to help out, answer any questions you may have as well. So this is an interesting fact, right? What are we doing, or where are we going in this crazy world when we live where there's 6 in 10 people who don't want to shake hands anymore, right? So I was walking down the grocery aisle the other day, and it was like the parting of the Red Sea, watching people kind of walk away from you, right? And it all comes down to just an uncomfortableness, a hygiene aspect now. And are we ever going to get back to the day where we're giving hugs? I don't really know at this point. So we're going to talk a little bit about hygiene today. Also some of the products that are available. We've had some supply chain issues like you've had. We've had labor issues like you've had as well, which has caused some disruptions in our product availability. So we're going to make sure that you're aware of some of the products that are readily available for you to purchase from Essity, as well as focus on those hygienic products, because as you can see here, 77% of the people out there in the world today strongly agree with the fact that, hey, I feel more unsafe using facilities with unhygienic public washrooms due to COVID, right? They just want a higher level of cleanliness and hygiene in the kitchens, in the front of the house, in the back of the house. And if they don't see that, what a lot of times happens is they'll project information out on Yelp or other social sites that, hey, this place really isn't doing a good job. So also you can see here, Tork is more than just tissue. You can see some of our award-winning dispensers. We're napkins, towel, tissue, wipers, and skincare products. So first and foremost is availability. We've had some issues when it comes to toilet tissue and paper towels. If you go to your local grocery stores or Costco or Sam's Club, you may see limitations now. You can only, I was at Costco over the weekend and I went to the toilet paper section and they were limiting the amount of toilet tissue that you can purchase to one poly pack. So we're in the midst of toilet tissue crisis 2.0, labor issues, supply chain issues. Some of the product was coming over from China from various manufacturers, and we all see the pictures of all the containers sitting out on the oceans. So there's a big supply chain issue in this area. The good news is we have plenty of availability of these two products. They're polypack products. They were originally made for the Gordon Food Service stores, but we're seeing a great acceptance of them on the wholesale street customers, healthcare, education as well. So they're premium paper towel, premium bath tissue. They're unwrapped on the inside, but they come 4 poly packs per case. So we have plenty of availability of these products with no wait time in getting them and no limits on your purchases as well. Hygiene, really important today. There's been product availability issues across the supply chain with every manufacturer. Essity has invested a lot of money in our skincare products. So we do have dispensers, foam and liquid, refills, manual electronic dispensers available through Gordon Food Service. So our skincare line is available. Just reach out to us if you have any need in that area.
I would just add too, Andrew, that those are available also in white. I know in the pictures there it's only in black, but we do have those in white should that match your decor better.
Yep, thank you, John. So dispenser napkins, we've had some availability issue on dispenser napkins for front of the house. You may have had some issues getting product. And a lot of times, you know, what happens is, you know, with refilling, these are the older dispensers that are out there. We have a lot of availability of some of our newer products as well. These are available now. Our supply chain is getting better, but you all know what happens, right? We all love to reach in these dispensers and grab 25 napkins at a time. I'm sure you notice it happening at your facility if you're using one of these napkin dispensers. And one of the things that is happening is we are, because of COVID and supply chain issues and just Essity being a professional hygiene company, we're getting ready to discontinue 2 products this winter. So by the end of the year, we're going to be discontinuing our tall fold and our low fold dispenser systems. They're really high cost systems. People reach into the dispenser and grab a lot of product, bad hygiene. Dispensers are always empty. It takes a lot of labor and time always checking in on these dispensers. So we do have some availability for HPS with a newer system that we're launching. You see some of the issues here: frequent and time-consuming refills, consumption issues, messy leftover napkins. Dispensers are difficult to clean. Our new Express Nap Fit system, plenty of availability at Gordon Food Service. It's a small footprint, like the dispensers that we're discontinuing. Compact refills. And really the big thing here is hygiene and efficiency as well. You touch only the napkin that you use. With this being a higher capacity system, it serves 2 times as many guests between refills. And with labor being an issue and with everyone asked to do more today, the last thing you want to worry about is a napkin dispenser that's out of napkins. So this system will help eliminate that issue that you have. Big thing is hygienic. If you notice the dispenser here, it gives you 1 napkin at a time. You only touch the napkin. you reduce your consumption by using one napkin at a time, and you're not touching other napkins or the dispenser. And guests are looking for that hygienic experience in the front of the house. And one thing that ExpressNap Fit does is it gives you the option to advertise on it. So this is a template you can do right from your home or work computer. You download it on our website. You put your own message in here. So let's say you had a special for apple pie that week. You can throw that on here, or you wanted to put a menu on there. You know, whatever you wanted to do, you can change that out daily, weekly, as often as you want to do it. So this is a revenue generator. We look at it for all facilities that are using this dispenser. This dispenser, along with everything that we talk about today, the dispensers are free. So all you have to do is contact John Gray, send him an email. I'll show you his email address at the end of this again. So if you need any help with this product or any other products, you can just email him and we'll be glad to help you out. So one of the things you see here is we have two systems. We have our ExpressNap Fit, which is a smaller, more condensed version of ExpressNap. And then we have our regular ExpressNap dispenser. This is a larger footprint dispenser, has a larger napkin in it. Both of these systems are readily available through Gordon Food Service with no supply issues. Last but not least is our Tork Peakserve. So we all are seeing issues out there in supply chain with standard roll towels, folded, multi-fold towels as well. There's supply chain issues across every single manufacturer. And these systems are great systems. They've been around for a long time, but as customers are looking for new, more hygienic, cost savings, higher capacity systems, I need to mention to you about our Peakserve system. It was launched about 1.5 years ago. It's hygienic. You only get the towel that you use. And capacity. We talk about labor issues that you're having. The last thing that you want to deal with here, just like the same thing with your napkin dispensers, run out issues. You don't want to have to always look at these dispensers to fill them up and keep filling them up. These dispensers have 250% more capacity than the dispenser you have on the wall right now. So there's less issues with run out. These dispensers are free. Many as you need. We have two different sizes. You'll see here a regular, larger Tork Peakserve dispenser that holds more towels, and then we also have a Peakserve Mini and a recess system as well that goes into the metal cabinets. So these are great one-at-a-time dispensing systems and you touch only the towel that you use. With hygiene being critical today, this is a very good system to meet the needs of the industry and customers today. And these are available and in stock at Gordon Food Service. So you just have to email John, and if you want to do a trial on these, see if they would work for your facility, we're more than happy to help. These can be used in the kitchen. These can be used in the back of the house, in the restrooms, wherever you're using towels today. These can be used. All right. So that's it. Just to end on a funny little tidbit, pretty wild how we used to eat cake after someone had blown it out. I remember those days, and maybe we will get back to them someday.